Hello, everybody doing out there? It's your boy, Coach Lee. Happy Monday to you. We're 4 days away from the weekend. Back at it like we're mad at it. Man, welcome to the Playcall Sheets. Monday Night Football going on. We're going to be providing you updates throughout the day, but it's also a somber day of silence. Yep. Going to address some things on here tonight, but hey, before we get that done, got to bring the crew up in here. First off, he's probably licking his chops like I was yesterday, but you know what? We gritty. We battle tested. We're going to be back at it like we always going to do, but let's get my main man up in here, coming from the Northeast, Meta Watt.
Moving the goalposts, man. That's the only thing we didn't do yesterday, man. We did everything but that in a terrible loss. But, Coach, man, first off, happy Monday to you. Happy Monday to everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's what it is about. But at the end of the day, man, it's about everybody here being good. You know what I'm saying? We winners. But it's Monday night. Play call sheet, as you said, man. And, yeah, me and Coach feeling a certain way, man. But before we continue tonight, everybody, remember, like, share, subscribe on the tube. Follow us on Facebook, Sports Talk with Friends group page, man. You know, STWF TV, man, is that. YouTube. Log in. You know what I'm saying? Subscribing is free. Gonna bring my guy here, man, from Massachusetts. Bring him in here, man. It's windy today. Not crazy, but chilly Will in the building, man. Well, wind chill with the The world with it.
Chilly, real chilly. Windy as hell out there. Hurricane level winds hitting my house today, man.
I was in Chi-Town for a moment. I don't think I want to be in Chi-Town today, but you know, reasons are known.
Yeah. What's good with y'all though?
Same old, man. You know, Monday night, you know, towards the end of a somewhat amazing weekend, and the fact that fantasy football is going on too, man. You know, so it's double dabs, double dips, man. Money on the line.
Yeah,
you know, dynasties, legacies on the line. You know, so good start to the week.
Absolutely, good start to the week. It's Overreaction Monday.
Oh yeah,
always, man, always. No, we got to get it here, man. So, Will, I'm gonna ask you first. Yeah. What's your favorite game of the day yesterday?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is that a rhetorical question?
It might be. It was fun. The Bills played a pretty good game yesterday.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. So, what's your favorite game of the day yesterday? I know it wasn't the Bills.
Can I still speak on the whole NFL perspective this weekend?
Yeah.
Because we had Saturday games too, which we didn't, chat about. But if I had to pick a game that was the game of the week, And it's crazy to say. I'm gonna say that Vikings-Bengals game was pretty exciting. Pretty exciting for a Saturday. Now I don't know how y'all feel about football on Saturdays, but it was sloppy. And then it got interesting. And then it got even more interesting. It was fantastic, man. It was a great way to open up a Saturday of football, and it kept me interested for the games that continued on the slate throughout Saturday night and yesterday's games.
Okay, fair enough. I'll probably say for me, it was the Titans and Texans game, specifically the last 5 minutes of the game.
It went crazy in the last 5. Yeah, you're right.
And it was already fire enough that, the Titans were super trolling when they came out there in the whole Oilers get up. Logo in the middle of the field. Unis on. Considering the fact that Houston, Texas have asked them for the rights to that forever, but they won't unask it. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Fired. Right. Then the Titans rejected from the Houston college football team too. Basically told both teams they can't wear the jerseys. Yeah. Karma comes back to you. And that's what happened yesterday, man. Shout out to the Texans, man. No CJ Stroud.
Without CJ, that's crazy.
No Nico. Of course, Dell's gone too. They had a lot of pieces missing. They was able to go in Tennessee, a team that's had a little fire in them. Not necessarily playoff fire, but just to spoil some dreams. And the Texans said, "Nah, we gonna live to play another week, man. Y'all not spoiling our dreams." Shout out to the Texans on a great comeback victory.
Not today, Satan.
Shout out to Anthony Price here tonight. What's going on with you, my guy? How you doing?
Yes, sir.
Just give D'Amico Ryans Coach of the Year right now, man. Hey, you're doing an excellent job over there with an organization that we know has been improved for years. Through scandals and just everybody being labeled as bad people in that organization to getting progressively the number one player rookie wise in the NFL and all. Just overall, the things that D'Amico brings to the locker room, the intensity he brings to the locker room. You're going to have him throughout the whole 60 minutes of the game. You need that type of coaching. You need that. And to hit it in your first year is outstanding because a lot of coaches don't do that. So shout out to him.
Yeah, I was on board with that. Probably, when they became relevant during the season, I'm like, considering what he's working with and probably that. No, I know the generic team have their expectations. Any year can be a year. We can come in and compete, but realistically, I was on the outside looking in. We did not expect Houston to compete this fast.
Not at all.
You didn't expect them. You expected a lot of teams in the NFL maybe to compete, but not in terms of the standards and getting and being in the playoff picture. We did not expect that at all. I agree with that.
And Stefanski's another one who could be for Coach of the Year.
Considering what he's been going through.
Like the fact that
he got Flacco off the couch.
Winning games off the couch. So, yeah, I mean.
Did you watch the Flacco interview before the game yesterday?
I didn't. What was that about?
It was pretty cool. He was talking about how, and it shows how much, I got to give him his flowers. He is a Super Bowl winning QB. He was saying that when he came to the game planning of it, that Stefanski asked him to pretty much, this is what we do. Take a look at it, circle the ones you like. He goes, no, you run the offense you want to run, and I'll learn the system. So
that's a Super Bowl winning QB. That's not only a Super Bowl winning QB, that's a QB that has done his due diligence. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming into your system. Don't change nothing for me that could potentially change the team. Keep it all the same so the team stays implemented. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to do nothing less than that when heads stop butting. The fans stop coming to the stadiums. You would have thought the fans stopped coming once, Watson and Chubb got hurt. But you continue to run the same thing. OG said, hey, I'm going to be OG, but I'm going to have y'all keep it OG and keep it real, man. So, man, that man coming off the couch, and he said after the interview, after the game yesterday too, it still feels surreal that he's playing. And it absolutely is. You know what I'm saying? And we can name the QBs in the world that, won't get another opportunity or not get an opportunity for this reason or that reason and that reason that. But ultimately, you have to have a head to not only pay attention, but to follow by direction. When you're asked to, come in and, kind of keep the team afloat. So,
Hey, Anthony, I'm curious. You said you got 3 coaches that should win. Who would they be?
It's got we already talked about 2. It got to be, right? If he didn't have Stefanski, that's wild.
That's cold. I don't know if this is true. Someone said the Lions was playing Future songs while pregame with Russell.
The whole game,
true.
true.
True that. They was. They definitely was.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's wild.
That's hilarious. So
shit,
that's definitely good shit. So it lets me know again that we always headed in the right direction. Because guess what our next first topic is? Sean Payton being pissed.
Yeah.
Got a little bit of video we're going to watch here real fast. Like, let me get it pulled up here. Where'd it go? There you go.
So the frustrating part of the sequence was the next run. So we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, did you want us to wait so that you could?
No, I said the frustrating part of the sequence was the next play to Burton where we scored. I was upset about the call. That's all. Simple. That's it. No, I was upset at the call.
Speaking of frustration,
Yeah.
You get the 40-yard pass and then you lose the fumble. You have a chance to seize the momentum early. Just talk about that time.
No, listen, it's a difficult night, like you said. It was just one of those moments.
If you're upset with the call, what were you yelling at Russell about?
Listen, what I talk with Russell about, it's none of your business.
Get him.
Woo! Woo, woo, woo. Pew, pew, pew. So
He's right. He's right, though.
yeah. I saw a couple of I spoke with a couple of people. So he's got Stefanski, Stitchen, and Ryans.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah. Hell yeah. I agree. Those are 3 good candidates.
I talked to a couple of people, via text friends and stuff like that, and some of them was kind of on Russ's side. It felt like Sean Payton was out of place by getting into the coach, but I'm like, it's on the sidelines. It's emotions. Things happen. And of course, they tried to make it into something more than what it was, but I digress. But
yeah.
do you think that the coach is out of line?
No, for what?
Nah.
It's a battle out. It's a battle out. Who?
Sean Payton.
No, he's turning that team around. I think we got what you paid for.
Yeah,
Or you
I definitely agree with you on that because they was looking at it from the aspect of Payton, it's kind of overrated from his day of New Orleans. I'm like, nah, not really. New Orleans kept on, it's a whole different thing. I think considering what he inherited versus what he's getting out of them this year, show his value as a coach.
So that argument always ate itself. People will be like, oh, he was overrated because of Breeze, because then there's the whole exact same group saying, oh, Breeze is overrated because of Payton. So it never really worked out. It's like they were both good. That's the point. And I think he's a good coach, man. I think he came in talking shit. Remember, he came in talking shit about
He had to get shit in order. He had to
About
draw
Hackett,
a line in the sand.
Was it Hackett? That he was talking shit about?
Yep.
Came in talking shit. Came in checking Russ. And ruffled some feathers, lost some games, and everybody was ready to be like, yeah, he's a failure, but
Traded some players.
get up out of here. Now they busting ass.
That part.
Yeah, man. You're going to deal with this. You're going to go through this. You went through weeks of winning games. And, of course, a lot of times when you're winning games, you don't really hear anything. Stuff might be going good, but you still got to improve on things. And like Sean said, man, it was a sequence where he didn't like something. You know what I'm saying? It happened. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Even if it was a touchdown, he didn't like it. That don't mean, it's a touchdown. Now I'm not going to even say nothing, as you know. Still got to hold people accountable. And that's just real shit right there. That's real. It comes from him, a guy that, like Will mentioned, putting his paws on the organization, you know what I'm saying, and trying to lead them in the right direction. So, just got to go out there and perform better next week. You played a Lions team that was hungry as well for a victory. They lost a couple straight.
It's a good team too. So yeah,
definitely.
Totally agree. Someone on Facebook user says Sean trying to get off the edibles. I've seen withdrawal rage, not personal experience, just saying. Wonder who that is.
I feel like your brother would say that. No.
I know, right?
Crazy people. So.
That's what I was thinking too. Anthony says, I don't blame Sean. See, I don't blame Sean. It's like talking to a kid. You have to keep repeating yourself over and over, and the reporter still asking the same question. LOL. I totally agree with that one.
He's wasting your recording minutes. You're just wasting space on your iPhone, you know, by asking him the same question.
Trying to get a response, like maybe, but I'm pretty sure Sean Payton saw that big ass fine that Andy Reid just got last week, talking about the officiating.
Mm-hmm.
Was it like a $500,000 or something like that?
Yeah.
Whole team getting banked up.
But I think him and Russ will be fine. You know, just like I say, just growing pains and stuff like that. It's heat of the moment type of thing. You know, sometimes you're gonna say something, you know, as long as it's not something that is, you know, disrespectful or something like that. Like,
see,
you know,
people gotta understand when the dynamic with Payton and Breeze were Payton was trying to help save his career, and maybe vice versa. Like they were, it was mutually, they needed each other, and they were going together. And while they were going together, they were also rebuilding the city of New Orleans.
Yep.
From Katrina and shit. So that's a different type of bond. With Russ is already an established. He's had like a whole career arc before even getting to this.
Oh, hold on. Hold on. What happened? What you talking? Oh, hold on.
What I tell y'all earlier.
What I tell y'all earlier. With his GCS shit.
I'll be over here.
And then went to assault. Hold on. And then went to assault my man's dad. Like, damn, man. Come on, son. I thought we was on the same way. I thought Lamar, Dak. I thought we was on the same family tree. But you came at me a little bit harsh yesterday. First off, happy Monday to you, man. Quick, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to West Coast. But hey, man, damn.
I told y'all, he ain't gonna be the only one.
They here, man. But shout out to you being here tonight, man. GTS moment of the year goes to. I mean, it wasn't really no crazy shit like that. Threw for 134 on the pick. I ain't no GTS nothing. He didn't even start the engine, man. The game was over, man, as soon as it started, man.
Or be like Marshawn Lynch didn't say nothing, just a pack of Skittles.
I can go for a pack of Skittles right now.
Happy Monday to you, brother. So yeah, Sean Payton, it's something we gonna. You know what? Is the universe talking to us tonight? Cause I said we get people popping here that we ain't seen in a minute.
Yeah, where y'all been at?
Kawan pops up, and guess what our next subject is? The Cowboys fold. The
Cowboys
folding, man. Yeah. So you know, if you know anything about us, we gonna take our lumps.
Oh, I started it with the Dustin L comment. No. You, hold on. I rebutted because I was trying to be cool. But then you made me try to go to a side of Lamar that I didn't want to go to because Lamar was doing his thing this year. I'm sorry, though. But you ruffled a little fella, so I had to ruffle a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Head for a head. But, man, Cowboys folding. What you talking about, Willis?
Cowboys folded, man. So, Cowboys need to dust off that dirt from that mountain. Yeah, man, we took our lumps yesterday, man. We didn't travel well.
We didn't travel well. We didn't travel well. Can't really say much to this game in terms of positivity, though it was a football game and we wasn't in it. There's nothing good to take from this game, but the fact that we still got a season to play, and that's how I'm going to act and I'm going to approach it. Now, this is the only thing I have to say negative to anybody speaking. It feels, I said goalpost when I opened earlier. It's like the goalpost goes. It's like, okay, Cowboys can't be a team. Cowboys can't be the 500 team. Then it's like, oh, the Cowboys can't be the good team. At the end of the day, it's what it is. But it's always a goalpost moving. And I mentioned that and thought to myself today, like, this is just reality. This is the way the world is. Any other football team is just going to go through their weeks, go through their Monday overreaction, and that's it. Fucking Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Like you said, Coach, you got people coming out the woodwork. You got Vikings fans that ain't even dust nothing off talking to me. You know what I'm saying? You got Dominique. You got Dominique and the Raiders over here talking to me like he hasn't been losing all his money all season in Vegas, though he was in California.
Get
Like,
him.
it's just a lot of stuff going on. You got, I mean, the only people that can talk to me in retrospective, real talk, 49ers fans can talk to me all day. Real talk. They can talk to me. Bills fans, if you want to talk to me, you can talk to me. But I think when you look in the archives, you're probably not going to want to talk to me. This is going to be a regular season game. Y'all trying to get in the playoffs. Only fans that can talk to me right now is 49ers fans. The only fans that's the only team I want to beat right now. I'm sorry, man. Like Will said this morning, I think we kind of like when we get in this mode of the season, we're just trying to overlook shit. We can't overlook anything. We got to continue to play the games on the schedule, continue to rack up wins, and simple as that.
Yeah.
Will top that.
Shit, man.
Remember that Jay-Z story with DMX and he was like, all right, now you go.
Who came in with guns a-blazing today, boy?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Look here, man. Yeah, it's a rough game. Cowboys not good on the road.
Nah.
It's not just that game. They struggle on the road in general. They're going to have to fix that. Also, it's about time for a major jump in growth from Micah.
Yeah.
I know, Toot, your favorite thing is talk about the podcast. I don't care what he does. What he need to do is learn how to deal with people running at him or running away from him. It just seems like he can't really make an impact. My man was just out there running. He was doing calisthenics. Just getting his cardio in.
You know, last night I didn't do I didn't do an OT start talk. I mean, I'm not even gonna lie, your boy was hot. I stewed.
I left y'all alone on the day.
Huh?
I left y'all alone for 12 hours. So I give y'all 12 hours.
You did. I don't know. I would probably say this loss compared to the ones in the past. I still got, you know, the jabs and the hate, but it wasn't the onslaught it normally is. It was fairly, you know, it wasn't quiet, but it was not like it was. But I was suffering from a little bit of that what do you call it?
Emotional
damage. Yeah.
So I definitely had that going on, man. I'm gonna look at it like this. The game got out of hand with 4 plays. One, that bonehead ass personal fall on Tank when we had held them to a field goal attempt. We gave them 1st and goal. I didn't understand that. The second play was 7-0. Diggs catches an out route, makes a move. Wilson knocks the ball out, and it was clearly a fumble. I'm screaming at the TV as I'm watching it. We didn't challenge that play. It could have been first down Cowboys on like the 22-23 yard line.
Okay.
And yeah. Third play was Dak scrambles, goes to the right, picks up the 1st down. It's 15 yards tacked on top of it. And I get you want to protect your quarterback. Come on, Zach Martin. You're a lead on the team, man. It's wiped out that 15 yards that we got right there tacked on the end of that play. And then the last one was we didn't, as a whole, the defense never adjusted. They ran it down our throats. The undersized linebackers came into play, and they missed Hankins more than they anticipated they would miss him. Because Mozzie Smith didn't show up yesterday.
Yeah, he's still young and raw.
We talk about the Bills all season not having running back. Shit. They had running backs yesterday.
Well, no. I mean, mostly we talk about they don't stick to the goddamn run, and now they have. And look what's happening.
That's because, like, San Fran, like they did yesterday, like Arizona did to an extent, that defense is made to play with the lead. to where you put them in a position where they got to, because the offense is putting their points up.
He said, ran it till it was booty hole, bro. Stupid.
Mike just complained to me, and Mike, I said this in the beginning of the season. This is a complete turnaround for what it was, last year with him. And this is what happens, you know what I'm saying? And you can tack the Cowboys fame on it, but at the end of the day, where you was drafted, how you performed first year, everything shot to you, after your first year. And then, Will say he don't care what he does, but me personally, man, when you put that podcast on the air, I'm saying, like, what the hell's wrong with you? You're taking your focus probably on football. And that's just me. Have a podcast, do all that, but you just feel you're going to do all this to go on a podcast and talk about it? I don't want to hear it. What I should be hearing is Michael Paulson over there at the field today, you know what I'm saying, seeing a clip of you in practice. That's what I should be seeing. Overall, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm kind of frustrated, kind of questioning myself about him too. Not in the ability, but why is it happening right now? I hope you can come up and shine later on, but I can't. I gotta see something, man. I gotta see something.
At his press conference, he kept saying, "I don't know what's going on." He's like, "I'm trying to figure out what's wrong. I don't know what we're not doing. I don't know what it is." I was just thinking, like, maybe figure that out on the podcast.
Hey, come on. I agree with you on that. It's not a true 4-3. They're built more like a 3-4. They are, because their linebackers are all like 220, 230 max, if that.
I don't know why y'all not running. I don't know why you're not running 3-4.
I don't think Quinn's ever ran a 3-4. Yeah,
this would be that
you
time.
Can put Mozzie over. You can put Mozzie over the pocket. I mean, over the nose. You can put Tank on the right side, and you put Ozzy on the left side. Then you got
they come off the edge with Mike and Lawrence.
Yeah, Bale. Yeah. It was rough yesterday, man. It was definitely rough, and I knew they would come out. But like I say, we got it. But we didn't get beat up like we normally do.
We'll see y'all. We'll see y'all next week, and it's not going to be easy. Got Mr. Tyreek Hill coming along, but from the sense of Waddle's good game this week, they're banking on Tyreek to have a good game, monster week off the injury, and I can't wait for it. I cannot wait for it. The two teams next week, Miami and Dallas, who are trying to find something to be proud of. At least play each other, and we'll see how it goes from there. But hey, man, we got to go on to the next week, man. That's all. Done talking about this, man. I'm inside pissed off, but I'm holding it in like the man I'm supposed to be.
It's a bad showing. Also,
you're not disguising it too well.
Also, for the single, do you think that single game basically takes Dak out of the MVP race?
Yeah. You can't have any bad games up to the point where people in the position that you're in, are balling and having good games. You know what I'm saying? Unless he falls all the way off, he's not going to fall all the way off.
Yeah, because the guys ahead of him are still balling. You got Purdy doing the work, McCaffrey doing the work, Hill still doing the work. Hill missed the game though, so that's going to hurt his.
Yeah, Hill missed the game. So I think
Stroud missing the game, that's going to hurt his.
Here's the thing that's funny about that. Yeah, the performance he had yesterday took him out of the MVP race.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't lose that game because of Dak yesterday.
No, they didn't. They didn't, right. They just didn't win it because of him either. And when we're talking about MVPs, those are the type of games you got to go out and win. And
totally agree.
Yeah.
Man,
also,
y'all on it tonight. Go ahead.
If we talk, are we getting into some MVP stuff? Is that what that was about?
Yeah, we are.
Then I will say my comments since it's about that topic.
Brock Purdy, is it safe to say he pretty much is going to win this award?
Yeah. You got to speak on it first, man. Real talk. For the guys that are hating on this man, this man is doing shit. And we can throw nobody's really said this all year. People have talked about it. Oh, the injuries to CMC, injuries to thing on, and he lost some games. Hey, the guy before that won 15 straight games. And people were injured and hobbled and coming back. This year, after the relapse, come back, I'm holding the show down. You see me throwing for 253 a week, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
49 putting up offensive number and points. Like, that's what I'm doing. And overall, the rest of the QBs in the league that y'all look at as MVPs, they're slumping right now.
Yeah.
I'm still here. Brock Purdy would get my vote for MVP if I had the eligibility to vote. He is the MVP of the league.
I like it.
Totally agree.
Before I would have Tyreek Hill was definitely in that conversation. I feel. Here's the thing though, offensive player of the year is probably going to go to McCaffrey, which is like damn. So the MVP had the offensive player of the year right next to him, amongst a bunch of others. But we can't keep hurting the man because of his team. So he's
the only way
up.
they can hurt him is try to hurt the pocket. And if he wins the MVP, that means I feel some money has to be dropped to him. Not ultimately because the 49ers run the contract and they can do what they want, but that just opens fire apple. So do the voters want to sway him and make the 49ers pit in that position? Or you can give it to McCaffrey, a guy that's already paid, maybe looking for some more, but you have no problem paying him. You know what I'm saying? So, but he deserves the MVP. Give it to him. He deserves everything that he's about to get in the next few years. Hopefully he stays on track. I don't want the 49ers to win a Super Bowl, but he could be good. You know, so he's just doing good things right now. They believe in him. All of them believe in him. When the defense believes in you, when you hear the defense talk about you more than the offensive players talk about you, you know you got something. Because at the end of the day, you perform for them.
You got the buy-in of the team at that point. And now I'm looking at the latest odds. The latest odds right now, Purdy is at minus 200 as the favorite. Lamar is at plus 450.
Yeah, Lamar got to be in that combo too, y'all.
Dak
Lamar definitely in that convo, but I keep saying to myself, like, and then people say 49ers got a system, but I think what they have in Baltimore is like really a system, because if you plug it, you have a lot of great talent over there in San Fran. With Lamar, you have Lamar, you have some guys that you can name, but at the same time, it's like the 49ers are raw. Even if it's a system, they're raw with it. They're out there pitting up numbers weekly, doing shit like that, where the Ravens are kind of like R-ing and clawing to win some games. He might lose to Pittsburgh. Shit like that. I just feel like Lamar, you can put him in that top rate, you know what I'm saying? Because he's playing the QB position lovely this year. You know what I'm saying? He's doing a little bit of everything, you know what I'm saying? And nobody's really on his back this year, so he's definitely in the voting. But I don't think he's the front. He'll get a vote or two. I don't think he will be the front runner. I mean, now, if he goes out there against this 49ers defense this week, different. Now you might want to put him. And it's kind of this. That's the way the business is nowadays. And it's funny that these games start connecting the way they connect like this. Because if those two guys are the top two guys for MVP, say they play Sunday, and Lamar outshines Brock, Ravens beat the 49ers, the NFL, sports are funny. No, you can't pay a QB keep the team together. But with the play that he's been doing and what he's been doing, ultimately, a little bit in the baggie, a little bit in the purse. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's a good thing. That's the thing about it. If you get the quarterback draft correct and draft the right guy, that sets you up for ultimate success, which is San Francisco. Let's be honest here. They got lucky. They saw something in him. They brought him in, but they had two other guys in front of him. He got his shot because of injury. Other than that, they probably would still be trying to roll out there with Jimmy G and Trey Lance. And the young man came in, took total advantage of the situation. That's why you see them at the trade deadline adding the Chase Young, the Randy Gregory's, because they got a guy on the cheap right now. And they're probably going to be able to do this for the next. So this is second year for at least the next 2 years, I'll say.
And you remember too, and Will, you're familiar with this. This is kind of like the edge of this, like Brady, basically, where you're like, okay, in Brady's mind, I think he's always thinking the whole time, hey, I'm this pick, I can play the system. You know, hey, maybe I'll chop down some dollars so that we can improve the team. We can keep the team right. I have faith in myself that I'm going to continue to play good. So my money will come. Only thing is, you're playing Russian roulette. But ultimately, if he's on, I'm not saying Brady path, but if he continues on the stretch where he's just playing flat out great football, he can help the team out, maybe, have a couple great years and then get some cake. By that time, have his own branding, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's, either one or two things gonna happen. You're gonna get the bag of paid, or you're gonna be so ill that people stop throwing you endorsement money. You on commercials. You're doing that. So I just feel like it's kind of on the health of like Brady-ish right now, where it's not gonna be Brady. It's not gonna be the GOAT, best of all time. But with the way he's playing right now, with the position he got drafted in, it's up to him.
Also, how do y'all really view MVP? Because like if we talk about really like the most value, it's still Mahomes. That team is I don't even think it's a good team without him. And then same thing for Josh Allen.
I wish Will that award did not have the criteria it had to have a certain amount of people in the voting based on certain things. I agree with you because those guys like Patrick or Josh Allen, they would be there. They would be amongst the top because when you think valuable, you're thinking like, yes, valuable to your team. Like if your team goes out, if you're a guy that gets your team 40 wins, you're not there. I'm talking to NBA perspective for that. You only win 8. That's not valuable? Yeah, absolutely. That shit is valuable as hell. So I don't like the way they go about it, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? If you rate most valuable player, I would sense it the way you all will in terms of the guys that, you're gone, your team's done.
Right.
There's no chance in hell.
So I look at it as from the same aspect as you guys. I would agree. If like Chu just said, if that player is gone from that team, what can be the outcome of that team? And the reason why I'm on board with that is if I had to give a vote right now, my vote would be Lamar, for the simple fact of if he's not on that team, they're definitely not the same team. That might be lucky if they even make the playoffs.
Well, that defense is still good though.
Defense is still good, but they have no running. They really have no running game.
Yeah, he is the running game.
He is the running game.
Yeah.
And I look at it like this. For
You
me,
can make a
I
case,
would
though. My fault. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, my fault. Go ahead.
And I would probably say the reason why I pick him over Purdy, to me, Purdy kind of showed some chink in his armor when he didn't have all his weapons there. When they had that 3-game skid that they had. No Debo, McCaffrey was banged up. Whereas Lamar, average running back at best, or he's constantly losing his starting running back. And his wide receivers are Zay Flowers is balling. OBJ has a game here and there and Andrews is gone. Yeah. So he's still finding a way to get it done while he has a new offense coordinator this year.
Agreed.
That's why I would go with him.
Agreed. Understood.
Josh Allen and Jalen Hurts are both tied for 4th and 5th at plus 1,200.
Josh Allen is like carrying that team.
He is.
He doesn't really have as many weapons as people think he has. That line isn't amazing. The defense
and they just got him. The best thing that probably happened to them, I hate to see people get shit canned, but they changed offensive coordinators.
Yeah.
Because since then, Cooks has been cooking. They're finding a way to
so overblown versus Baltimore D, and then playing with a concussion last year without Debo, etc. He didn't struggle. Yeah, I mean that's true. So we've seen him without certain guys before, and it wasn't a struggle. This one he just lost 2 at the same exact time. That's a lot to get over. Because remember, I think McCaffrey and Debo were out, and I mean that's a lot to
but he still got Ayuk. He still had Kittle.
Yeah, Ayuk and Kittle. Yeah, but I mean,
look at their weapons versus look at what Lamar's got up in Baltimore.
I would say Andrews is more of a weapon than Kittle. Even though I love Kittle, Andrews is more of a weapon. And then I mean Ayuk and Debo definitely, and then also McCaffrey. Look, they got a boat, no doubt. Yeah, Ravens Ravens got a great defense too, though.
San Fran does as well.
Yeah, I think Ravens is a little better, but
What? Are you serious?
yeah, I think.
49ers got the best linebacking core.
Well, the
Probably
Niners
the
they
best
just added
defensive
in it.
line.
They did just add some stuff there, and he's playing way better than Lamar. Lamar is probably like the 5th in the MVP race. Wouldn't put him ahead of Mahomes or Allen or even Dak, despite his horrible performance. It wasn't that bad at all, actually. You troll.
Yeah. All right, man. So do we have an update on the score of the game right now?
10-3.
Yes,
Eagles up 10-3 with 1 minute and 23 to go in the first half.
Really?
Yeah, and I believe Philly has the ball around midfield.
Yep,
Okay,
ball
so
at the Philly 40, 3rd and
Philly
10.
40, yeah. Cool.
Looking like Seattle wants the ball. Seattle wants the ball. Looking like Seattle wants the ball for the last minute. Looking like it. You don't know Lamar. Let me tell you this: Lamar is only that because I kind of feel like the game. I mean, obviously, compared to what he's done the last few years, it's kind of this chill this year. It's kind of this chill mill, but at the same time, they're winning games. So him just being even kill is winning them games. Then one or two things can happen. They can continue to do this and try to win games this way, or you see playoff time, you see Lamar break out in the way y'all would want to see it. But then if he does that, then he still gets talked about in a negative light. So what do y'all want?
Well, he gets up too. He's doing okay.
What do y'all want?
Well, speaking of what you want, Eagles have made a change at defensive coordinator. Out with the old, in with the almost new Matt Patricia from the storied Patriot franchise.
That bum ass
is the DC. Here's why I say this year is going to piss me off even more, and why we needed to get that number 2 seed at least, to where we didn't have to deal with San Fran till we got to deal with San Fran. Philly can get got this year. They're adding players throughout the year, all year. They're changing defense coordinators. You got a first year DC that you just replaced. You can't bring him back next year. So you're going to be in the same situation again. So what do you think is going on with Philly in aspects of that? Are they in panic mode right now?
I wouldn't call it panic mode, but you start to see the fatigue, and that's just a sign of hey, been playing football about the same, not about the same time as every other team, but you had that Super Bowl stint. Then you go into the off season. You know what I'm saying? Your QB gets paid money. That's that when you get paid more money, that's not just more money. That's more, we'll say, community service, more of this, more of that. You know what I'm saying? More eyes on the camera, TV. Maybe, you had practice, but, maybe not a full participant. Shit like that. Everything changes. You know what I'm saying? In the amount of years. And they didn't win a championship. They would have run up. So for a runner-up, they're playing exceptionally well. Because usually you see the runner-ups and they're kind of struggling to get back there, to get back in the circumference of where they was at the year before. So
the loser of a bowl usually is terrible.
Definitely. So they what they need to do right now for me is kind of like you said, they got to start running that football first off. Maybe they don't believe in the run, but they got to kind of go Billish, man. They got to go start running the football. You know what I'm saying? And kind of keep Jayden in the aspect. We've seen Dak go back this season to kind of revert what he was used to. Oh, because you got the money now, you're going to go throw for 40 balls. No. Keep it trill. Keep it trill.
So
yeah, that's fair.
That's fair too.
Teams have figured out how to defend the offense, and this defense is not what it was last year. All Hurts needs to do is score 10, 70 points. That's true. Very valid, though.
Yeah, they replaced some veterans with some rookies, and they're talented, but they're not ready to fill those shoes. Yeah. Exactly.
And they lost some key players on both sides of what was their identity. and that's the offense
line.
and defensive lines.
Yeah, beating people up.
They bludgeon you to death. And also something you got to look at too. I know he's hurt, but even before he got hurt, Hurts wasn't running a lot of RPOs like he had in the past. You know why?
Mm.
He's a multi-million-dollar quarterback that you about to get ready to have to pay.
Yeah.
And you can't put him out there like
I think he's also been hurt a little bit too.
he's not that big of a guy.
I mean, yeah.
Size-wise. Compared to like, a Lamar or Josh Allen and people like that. But for the style of play that he does, he takes a lot of hits. He knows how to slide for one.
Yeah. I feel like he's bigger than Lamar.
I could be wrong.
But yeah, he's not a big dude. It's not like he's Cam out there. Or Josh Allen. He's not that size, no.
Wow. That's crazy. 19 tubs, 10 picks, 8 fumbles. So for 19 touchdowns, he's got 18 turnovers. That's your +1.
Yeah, it's not good.
And somebody argued with me last week when I was saying Philly.
Wait, is it 8 fumbles lost or 8 fumbles?
8 fumbles. I think it's 8 fumbles lost.
If that's fumbles, Jesus, that's horrible. I don't even know how they're 10-3.
Oh, he didn't count the tush push tubs. Okay. Well, they're 10-3 because they're this year's version of the Vikings. They've won a bunch of close games, but they also said, and it showed up that when the Vikings were leading the league like that, then they have a big fall the very next year. That's what it traditionally looks like. So Philly got a lot of stuff they got to fix. AJ Brown's disappeared. They don't use I'm about to say Dallas Clark. They don't use Dallas Goedert enough in the middle of the field. They stop. They don't run swift like they should. They got a 3-headed monster back there. But then again, it goes back on. It's a new OC.
Well, they're winning tonight at least, but it ain't.
Is it 13? Was it 13-3?
It's 10-3 with 49 seconds left in the second. Let's see who gets possession first in this second half. Seattle gets the ball to start the second half.
It was crazy, even though I know teams changed over the years, but they hadn't beat Seattle in 15 years.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's crazy.
That shit is wild.
Do you think there's something to that at some point in time? Only if they bring it up, huh?
Only if they bring it up, because like we go back to week 3 of the season. We was playing the Cardinals and everybody was just like, "This is a shit stain. We gonna shit on these motherfuckers." And then we started hearing the things of they haven't beat the Cardinals in the last 8 meetings prior to that.
Yeah.
And then you start to wonder a little bit, but you kind of like, man, these motherfuckers ain't even got Kyler Murray, man. They got a Pasternak, and the Pasternak beat us good. So and got him actually some extra endorsement money, man. You know what I'm saying, to go home with the season. So extra incentives, as I said. So,
well, you know what's crazy about the whole thing? I know I'm gonna keep going back. People get tired of me talking about it, but like Chuck was just saying, we got beat up in the middle, and that's why I was excited about Overshawn.
Yeah, that's rough. Yeah, that's why.
Because he played sideline to sideline.
I forgot about that, even though I was a big fan. Yeah, it's rough. Hopefully, he can bounce back next year.
Dilly.
Well, he's gonna have to, because I think what's my guy name that he had the bone? He's one of the other players that changed the game yesterday. Curse.
Oh yeah.
I think Curse is up out of there. I think they drafted Overshawn to replace him.
Really?
Same, almost same build. Hybrid. Like the hybrid between the strong safety and linebacker. Because he's a converted safety himself.
Mm-hmm.
So I can definitely see that. We're going to take a quick break, guys. We'll be back in about 15, 20, as they say. Appreciate you hanging out with your boys on the Playcall sheets.
So go to
What's up, world? Kyrie Robinson, man. New Orleans Saints veteran. Hey, man, make sure you guys go check out my guy, man, STWF, the media, man. Check them guys out. Y'all want to get sports talks with players, with fans, anything like that, man, go check them guys out, man. That's the place to be if you want to talk sports. Who that nation?
Welcome back to the play call sheet. Appreciate y'all hanging out with you guys tonight. Right before we went to our break, Tuka gave us an update on the game that's going on right now. 10-3? 13.
10-3 Eagles. 10-3 Eagles. Seattle just punted the ball to Philly. Philly trying to go for the field goal before time expires in the first half. So interesting game right now. Both teams looking for a win. Seattle looking for a win to keep their playoffs hopes alive. Philly trying to edge the win after the Cowboys lost last night to take back sole possession of the division. So definitely a game intact tonight. Tune in if you can. Tune in to us if you can. Tune in to both of us if you can.
You know you got more than one screen.
Yes. Better have more than one screen.
So next up, we got Week 15 grades. Yeah. This one should be a lot of fun. This should be a lot of fun. Let me see. It's from CBS Sports. So as far as the grades here, hold on, where you go? Okay. Starts with the Cleveland over Chicago, 20-17. That was a pretty damn good game at the end as well. That Hail Mary that was almost caught. Was that Moore that dropped it, I think?
The Hail Mary. Yeah. Mooney, whatever. Mooney, yeah.
Okay. Darnell Mooney. Okay,
Yeah.
That's right. So they gave the Bears a C and gave the Browns a C plus as far as the grades yesterday. Any feedback on those grades that y'all agree with them?
Fucked up the last leg of my parlay, but hey, it was an exciting one. You know, the Hail Mary could have cashed me in some couple $100, but when he missed it, I just sat there and I said, "God damn."
What were the grades again?
C for Chicago and C plus for Cleveland.
I feel Cleveland should get a little better grade than that, but I don't know. Those seem both about right. Flacco had some mishaps, but also it's just good to see the man up off the couch winning games.
That's true. Second game, Houston, they won 19-16 over Tennessee in overtime. They gave the Texans a B without Stroud and gave the Titans a C minus.
Titans should have got a fucking F.
Nobody wanted to win that game at the end.
Nah. Too many chances. They both had the opportunity to drive in the last, 2 minutes or a minute, like a minute 30 or something like that.
Yeah, it was weird.
Wasn't pleased. Derrick Henry, note of Titans players that was not pleased after that game.
He's a free agent after this year, isn't he? If I'm not mistaken.
Who?
Derrick Henry.
I
think he is. Let me see. I think he is because I think at one point I saw when I popped in to look at the game yesterday, he had like 9 yards. This is like in the second half.
Nah.
And I was like, man.
Listen.
Now, do you think for him it's a skill thing or it's a scheme thing?
What, Derrick Henry?
Mm-hmm. He's 29.
I don't know. Because you say scheme, but he can run in that. And then it's like, I just think overall, they I'm going to say they're being forced to let him go.
I feel like he spent most of his life running without a true threat of pass on a regular basis. Like sometimes
where he was the focal point of the offense.
Yeah, like he was always the guy, but like it's hard to keep the eighth man out of the box against them because like they had AJ Brown for a bit, but their quarterbacking still wasn't great. Then they don't even have that and still have the whack quarterbacking.
He's been a Titan his whole career, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
How many years he's been in the league?
6 or 7, 7 or 8. I don't know.
Yeah, it starts to come to like that Damian Lillard point. Like, we need to start selling new jerseys in town. Your jersey's being sold every year, but how many people want to keep buying your jersey? And how many people got your away jersey, your home jersey, and your alternate jersey? It's time, and it's not his fault. He's a great player, but ultimately, hey, you should have just tried to give him up for something, But ultimately, you're gonna lose him.
You're correct, Will. This is 8th season he's in right now. And,
So I just feel like at the end of the day that they're gonna just low key try to force him out.
And I want to say,
Hey, we're not gonna pay no dollar to you at the end of the season. You can walk gracefully and go sign who you want to sign with.
Yeah, it's not much of a force out because he probably want to leave anyway now.
Yeah. To the point where he's like, yeah, fuck it, I don't really care.
Yeah,
I don't care about it. And he's been really chill about it all year. But yesterday's interview just kind of like kind of hit reality in a sense.
I'm looking at it now. So I think the last two, next year and the year after, are team options. It looks like.
Oh, rough.
And
that contract,
and it's only a $4.7 million hit next year, so he's out of there. They can walk away from that because they're, that'll be it. If it goes next year, that'll be the dead money hit for him. Next up, we got the Saints beat the Giants 24-6. They gave the Giants a D. They say Tommy DeVito ride was a fun one, but it's over.
But it's over.
It's over.
They gave a B+.
It's over. And I'm gonna tell you why it's over. And this has nothing to do with football. And it's nothing about football. Tommy DeVito has got his name, obviously, for playing some good football, but the New York faithful, they love you a little bit, they'll grow to love. From what I heard through the airwaves today, it was an autograph signing schedule, Tommy DeVito's autograph signing. Tommy DeVito wanted X amount of dollars more than they had agreed to.
Ooh.
So Tommy just started gassing himself, thinking that he was
Kool-Aid
the
right
mortal
away.
guy.
Yep.
And then he went to New Orleans and the ship sunk.
He shit the bed.
You gotta be humble. You gotta be humble, man. You gotta be humble.
Tommy drank his own Kool-Aid in week 3.
Love this Aegis outfit though. But him, the play, obviously we knew that this wasn't gonna last. It was surprising that it lasted longer than it did. You got Tyrod Taylor back over there. They said, fuck you, Tyrod. We're gonna play this guy. Well, guess what, Tyrod? You're back in the lineup probably next week. Who knows?
Yeah, it's rough.
So he believed his own hype, huh?
Oh, he drank all the Kool-Aid.
And I'm not mad at him for doing it because you may not get another opportunity like this again. So I smell him. But overall, that's not how you go about business, man. You haven't agreed, issued already signed, and then you want to, oh, snap, I just won another game last week, so I won 3 times the money. Nah, you don't do that.
Look, it was impossible for him not. That's an Italian quarterback starting in New York. In New York, my friend. In New York. There was he was eating free everywhere. It was going crazy for him right now. Like of course he was gonna drink the Kool-Aid.
He still ain't gotta pay no rent, so he good.
Yeah, he's chilling.
He good, man.
Next up, we have what James says not even confirmed it's true. It's a rumor.
Nah, it's true. I got people in New York and Jersey who I deal with autograph-wise. It's the truth. And the only reason why it was because basically he tried to double himself because basically what they was doing was they were already selling his autograph because basically he had a sign last year but just as a warm-up. So you're probably looking at a $10, $15 autograph. What autograph people were doing was this is what kind of makes these people overblow about themselves. Then they start charging once you start winning games. They start charging $25, $30, $35. So now you're doing your thing, and now you can go try to go get another signing. And now you're trying to X your money out because they're gassing you, and now you're gassing yourself. So actually, it may be a rumor to y'all, but I'm in the autograph business, guys. It's not a rumor. It's the truth. And I know some New York Italians that would tell me that themselves. Shout out to my man Brian Ball. Shout out to my guys over in New York, man. Shout out to the big event.
Got an update too. Just came across Jamar Chase is expected to miss some significant time with the shoulder injury.
That's
He's
the
already
blow
at the
right there,
MRI.
man. They continue to try to push for a spot, and then you get a blow, another blow, and now it's Jamar Chase.
Yeah, the
Parents thing, Pittsburgh. No, the parents thing at the pizza place too. Like, no, he was got the dude. You can just tell by the way he's agent, and the agent probably had him looping like that too. Because agents will kind of do that too. Like,
they're trying to strike what iron's hot.
exactly. And I heard that it wasn't him 100%. I heard his agent too was in the mix too. Of course, the agent's always in the mix. So at the end of the day, the guy's just trying to like I said, he might not never get another chance in his career. So, if you want to gas yourself up a little bit, do it. But, it can come back to bite your ass, I guess. I don't know, man. But, Coach, man, this next game that we got grades on, we're going to call it the 45-cent game.
I didn't even see this one coming.
45-cent game. Carolina gets the second win of the season, 9-7 over the Falcons. Falcons 2 weeks ago was leading in the NFC South. Now they see themselves, I believe, third. No, they're third now in the South. And grades here, Falcons with a D and the Panthers with a B, despite 3 field goals.
Panthers should get an F. They were supposed to win. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter, actually. Not their pick.
Former Cowboy Xavier Woods picked off Desmond Ridder midway through the fourth quarter, the biggest player of the game on defense. But Eddie Patero has been their best player all year. He probably has the most points on the team. So, and I said 45-cent game because tickets yesterday were between 45 cents and $5 to get in.
Yes, right.
I heard that the game was like not even 10% sold, not even 10% full. Now, those might be rumors and all that stuff. I've seen clips. We all seen clips and videos and stuff like that. But damn, that's nasty work right there.
Definitely is.
Roll back, man. Oh, y'all want me to swing on another one? I want to swing another one, man. The next one, though, we had a game in Green Bay, which was dominated by some baking soda. Shout out to my man Baker Mayfield, man. Career day,
Baker did it.
Victory over Green Bay, man. My man over here made Chris Godwin look like a star again, as he had 10 catches for 155 yards. So, listen, the grades here, Buccaneers with an A, the Packers with a C. Mine is not a Packers, have lost back to no. They lost to the Giants, correct? And they lose this game.
Yep.
Rough as hell. Perfect QB rating for Baker. Isn't that like the first QB to have a perfect rating at Lambeau? Or no? Was I reading stupid shit yesterday?
First in a while, I think it is.
Okay. Baker, Baker always gives you one of these games that you fuck with him. Like, you might not love him, but you fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? You might fuck with him. He got shit like that. So, shout out to Baker, man.
Winning that division right now, aren't they?
They are leading the division.
Yep.
I think by like a game and a half.
Legendary.
Baker. Potentially
Baker
have 10 wins on the season and not be called a team with a losing record that makes it to the playoffs and wins the division. They probably could have a winning record by the end of the season.
That division
out. Definitely. Riding in here, man. We had a slapping yesterday. We had the Miami Dolphins slapping the Jets 30-0. I think this is the first F of the segment. Goes to the Jets. Dolphins with an A. It ain't the last one, definitely. We got one coming here, and we kind of know where it's coming from. But we don't have to even ask no questions about the Jets. Overall, they're just shitty. It's been a shitty season for them. But Miami, man, that A had a few stars missing as well, but was able to, continue what they did on Black Friday to these guys and was able to get another win, man, and try to keep that cushion in the AFC East. You know what I'm saying? At a good distance with the Bills winning yesterday. And the Bills Bills look like they're gonna try to go for that division, man, as they still play one more time, I believe.
Yeah, end of the season.
8 starters out for Miami. Team can't get healthy. Yeah, that's kind of their deal. I feel like every year there's a struggle. It's football though, but that's rough.
It's Miami, party in the city where the heat is on all night. You know, it's Miami, dog.
Welcome
This
to
beast over
Miami.
there. Would be stupid if he came back. Hey, it would be, but I'm gonna have a conspiracy moment right now.
No.
Yes, for all the money he's fucking getting paid, he gotta at least play one game, even if it's a quarter, a half. He gotta play, and he's gotta play a game in New York because the way that shit went down on the 11th of September was a tragedy. It was a tragedy. So if he's gonna come back and play this season, he's gonna, I don't even care if it's one game in New York to repay those fans for that one game. And it's not his fault he got hurt. Hey, hurt. But if you calling, I can come back. I can do that. Bring your ass back then. Give us that one game on Sunday. Give the New York fans. We don't want it. We don't give a shit about it. Me, Will, Coach, we don't give a shit about it. But the New York faithful wants to see Aaron Rodgers in a uniform again. Now, should Aaron do it? Hey, pretty much probably going to be up to Aaron in this case. But I think for the New York faithful, he should.
Conspiracy time with Choke Boy. You bring it coming with it.
That's the conspiracy moment, man. All that money they spitting out to that man, listen here. You say you can play? What? I don't care. We $3 million. You gonna play?
Have a good Christmas, everyone. What up, Chris?
What's up, Chris? Chris. Oh yeah, you know they comment earlier about the edibles.
Who?
Oh yeah,
that was my brother. We were called it.
Yeah.
It came up late for whatever reason.
That's his lane.
So we
Who we
got.
got
okay.
next?
We got in here. Next game, my fault, fellas. We over here. We had the Taylor Swift annual bowl up in New England as Kansas City won 27-17 over New England. New England did try to keep it interesting for the first 27 minutes of the game. But then, ultimately the better team won on this day. Grades here. Chiefs B-, Patriots C-. We did see a few flicks in the game yesterday. We did see the real reason Patrick Mahomes was mad last Sunday open up this Sunday. And overall, though the Chiefs won in this game, you can take the positives away. But, at the end of the day, it still struggles on that offensive side, particularly the wide receiver position. Particularly my man, Kadarius Watt, Tony. So, Kansas City and the rest won.
I want to throw something else out there, too, that a lot of people, I don't think they've been talking about it enough. The decline of Kelsey.
Yeah.
That passing attack, it goes from the inside out from Kelsey to the receivers. And now, with Kelsey, you're seeing a lot of single coverage on him. So they're dropping back, so that hurts Mahomes as well. Then you got guys dropping balls left and right. But I think
including Kelsey,
you are correct.
He just won the end zone yesterday. That was rough.
Uncharacteristically. But then again, I'm looking at it. My guy is 34 right now.
Yeah.
Getting a little long in the tooth.
34, and he's expending energy off the field.
And
he's beating that box up.
What'd you say, too? You want some of that skeleton?
That cardboard.
But I'm looking next year. If he stays, he's a $15.5 million cap hit. If they move on, he's $5.1 million dead money hit.
I don't even know if you could just move on. You got to figure out how to replace.
That's true.
And I think you need to keep him there while you're trying to replace him.
Patrick has been showing his true light skin.
Nah, Patrick just showed. Welcome to the NFL, man. It happens to everybody, man. Everybody gets introduced to the media one way or the other, man. You know what I'm saying? And this is the case of it, man. Hey, it's what it is. It's what it is. At
James,
some point, he was got to do with it.
who's the next tight end coming out, man? I know you've been looking at it already.
Shout out to man James, man. You know, as we count down the weeks to NFL draft night, you know what I'm saying, aka the parlays, NFL draft party. Now, if you was in here last year, tons of drama, tons of fun. You know what I'm saying? So come right out with us, man. We'll give you the intakes, we'll give you the details. You know, in mid-January, we'll start our wave of the flag, you know, countdown, and you know, we're gonna get busy, man.
Always fun doing a draft party.
So we ride in next, man. Second straight F of the day. And it's in this game right here between the Buffalo Bills and the Dallas Cowboys. Not the game we expected, not the game we wanted, but everything the Bills wanted. So they gave them an A+, you know what I'm saying, for their achievements today. Josh Allen even quoted that, hey, I got an A on the project I didn't even participate in. So
he completed 11 passes, and they beat our backs in.
Beat our backs in. Dallas Cowboys straight F, deserve a F. We don't go in there flat like that when the world already thinks we're probably going to lose anyway. You don't go in there playing like that, and that's what you did yesterday. I turned my TV off in the second quarter. I did not watch the rest of the game because I pretty much knew, like Coach said, when you start seeing certain things in the beginning within the first 15 plays, you start seeing that shit's just not going to go your way today. And it did not. So shout out to the Buffalo Bills, keeping your playoff hopes alive. We just overlooked everything yesterday, and it sucks.
We're not good enough to be doing all that.
Right, exactly. We were showing that we can play, but then when it's time to play, we over here letting our chips just fall on the ground. That's pathetic. 49ers against the Cardinals, 45-29 beat down in Arizona. 49ers got an A grade. The Cardinals got a D grade. 49ers continue to roll. MVP in their pocket, potentially one or two. Maybe they have a co-MVP discussion in there, but overall, the 49ers just continue to do what they do. The Eagles are losing, you know, going down the grind. The Cowboys losing, going down the grind. Detroit still trying to figure out what they are. So the only team right now in the NFC that knows what they are is the 49ers. And say about it, do about it. And the team here, surpriser. The late season surprise. I don't know if they'll get in. But that team from Los Angeles, the Rams, Sean McVay's like, what? We don't got no draft picks. What? We gonna play good, even though we don't got no draft picks. So 28-20 over the Washington Commanders. Rams with a B, Commanders with a C, and the Commanders should actually get a B. And I'm gonna tell you why. The Commanders should have got a B because during the weekend they announced that Ron Rivera is getting the hell out of there at the end of the season. So there's a change that was well needed for not only the NFL, but the Washington Commanders to move along and try to progress up. So, yeah, the Rams, man. Shit.
You said Dallin Holker's a stud. I'm guessing that's a tight end. That's what we're
That's a
talking
tight
about
end
before.
Yeah, that's that tight end from Colorado State.
Okay.
That I think that's one that James is talking about.
I want to see what Brock Bowers goes.
That would not make me feel very good.
Mike Tomlin to the Commanders.
Why not?
Ooh.
Oh,
Why
yeah.
not?
Why? That dude's been mediocre for how long?
Yeah, because they put him in a bad position, make him roll out old ass Big Ben. He was done 5 years ago.
And what's he gonna roll out in Washington?
Hold on, they got a
Everything
QB on the
about
roster.
that
They got a QB on the roster that's still probably concussed from 3 years ago.
To my Mason Rudolph.
Yes, still on the roster. They probably
Right
paying
now-
for that. They probably paying his incentives for that. He probably still concussed. No bullshit.
Right now, Washington's got the number 4 draft pick.
That sounds like a. Ooh.
Sounds real Drake Mayish.
Chicago's number 1. Drake Mayish, yeah. Chicago's number 1. New England.
Shout out for the
number 2.
update, Ant. Shout out for the update. 10-10 Tie game. Kenneth Walker, 23-yard rush.
That's why
Kenneth
yesterday
Walker.
pisses me off just more.
What?
And guess what? They might mess around and win this game tonight, but if they lose, I won't be surprised. And New York is going to beat them one of those games.
If hold on, if the Eagles lose this game tonight, I can sit back and say, though it was a bad Sunday, it was a pretty good Monday. You know what I'm saying? But that's not what we want to live our life off. We want to do what we have to do, so we put the extra pressure on these motherfuckers.
Control your own destiny.
Tomorrow Monday night. But
Control your
fly,
own
Eagles, fly. So they say. Sam Howell is real, and they can grab Joe out in a draft block. I like Sam Howell. I like him. I feel like a new coach will just enlighten him. I feel like it's bad voodoo with Rivera there. I feel like all that old shit that they had, they got to leave out.
I kind of do like Howell too. No bullshit. I like Howell too.
Yeah, you always roll with Howell. You
Yeah.
fuck with Howell. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like you got Magic Johnson in the camp coming in as the owners. You know what I'm saying? You got to take everything out and bring everything new, man.
You know, for me, I think Washington, even though I hate to see it because they're a division rival, they fixed their offensive line. That offense can roll.
Yeah.
You got Logan at tight end. You got McLaren at wide receiver. You got Dotson at wide receiver. You got both of the Robinsons at running back.
Samuel.
Yeah, they're not bad.
It's a pretty good team. They punted on the defense a little bit with getting rid of some of those draft picks. I like
Yeah.
They get rid of Sweat and Young. That's a
Yep.
weird flex.
Yeah, the Sweat one surprised me, but then Young, I kind of saw that, when they didn't pick up the fifth year option, and he stayed hurt.
You got the Sunday
Has he
night
done
game.
anything with the 49ers yet?
Huh?
Has he done anything with the 49ers yet?
Yeah, his first week he got there, he was balling.
Oh, yeah, him and Bosa was all motherfucking.
Yeah. Him and Bosa went off
was
the
like, oh,
end.
yeah.
And then back at Ohio State.
We back in the dormitory, baby. Hurry up. You know what I'm saying? Crazy storyline that need to happen. Pito James's comment. Falcons draft Jayden Daniels, sign Ben Johnson as head coach, and start having Vic come around for promotion. That'd be fucking dope as shit. That'll be fire. That'll be fire.
Sign Ben Johnson as head coach and start having Vic come around for promotion. Wow, the Vic part is that's a curveball on that one. But
Where'd that one come from?
I mean, he is trying to re-ingratiate himself with the world. People love him, starting to love him.
I think you gotta keep it real, man. I understand, man. The man killed probably 100 dogs and shit.
Jesus
Christ. I'm gonna say 100, probably less than that. I hope it's less, but I don't wish that you did it. But at the same time, man, we gonna let bygones be bygones with my man. My man did put people in the seats over there, and he had Atlanta on the map for the first time since fucking Deion Sanders, basically. Like, if you want to count the Chandler Jamal Anderson Super Bowl that the Broncos slapped y'all in, cool. But Vic was Atlanta. So if anybody, I feel like anybody have your back, man, is your home team. You didn't do nothing to go against your home team. You did something in your town of Virginia, where you come from, that you was raised in. You know what I'm saying? And they came to hunt you down. So why not Atlanta? Why not start bringing Mike Vick back around? I think he's learned his lesson. Hey, true story here. People in my project used to pick cats in the dryer. I forgave them. One of them was my cat. Because at the end of the day, you just forgive. You don't forget, but you forgive.
Sometimes.
I feel like Mike Vick deserves that right. I feel like Atlanta should cherish him. You know what I'm saying? His banner should be up in the stadium. That's what Mike Vick was, man.
I was a big Vic fan, but
I can't. We can't bring back those dogs. We can never bring back those dogs. Never. But as long as Mike Vick is in this world, you can always have him apologize for what the fuck he did. And he's doing it still to this day. Still. He's been out what? 10 years?
All right, we've given this way too much time.
Yes.
What we got?
We got here Sunday night game. Baltimore, Jacksonville. Lamar and the boys took charge. Trevor and Sunshine and them looking like they're going down the helm, man. As the AFC South's in a 3-way tie, Jaguar C-, Baltimore B+ grade.
Facts. Somebody clip it.
Clip that. People in my neighborhood to pick cats in the dryer. This needs to be a sound drop. Yep, we gonna do it. Used to put I'm telling you, dog, crazy, ruthless shit they should do to animals, man. Man, listen.
Don't get us canceled, bro.
Nah, not get canceled. That's real shit, man.
Started that with allegedly.
Shit. I wish I could say allegedly. So yeah, that's the NFL grades, man. Sorry, man. We have 3. I forgot, man. We gotta mention the 3 games from Saturday, man. Like, it's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? That we had those games, but those games have to be graded, and we're gonna give you the grades quickly of each one here. Hold on, as I go to first Saturday game in reverse. No, actually, he's over here. Cincinnati, Minnesota in overtime. Cincinnati wins 27-24. Vikings got a D grade, and the Bengals got a B+ grade. Throwing in the Seattle, back to the Pittsburgh, and Indianapolis was able to beat the Steelers on Saturday. Steelers D+, Colts A grade. And then the finale from Saturday, Detroit wiping down the Broncos. Sean Payton, his loud mouth, instead of getting a D, you got a D- flat. And the Lions got an A+. Sean fucking Laporta, Sam Laporta. God,
he's a
damn.
bitch. Sam's the real deal.
You better do the same shit next week, Laporta. Swear to God. Swear to God.
By the way, can we say like the Lions pretty much won their draft? Like they won the draft?
Yeah.
Everything they got has been working.
Yep.
Yeah, Lions got some
We was
hitters.
blown away when they was drafting. Because we thought they took Gibbs too early. But
I love that pick.
He fits into their scheme.
Say Flowers did nothing. OBJ did nothing. Yeah, none of those motherfuckers did nothing. Falcons will be drafting McCarthy.
Lamar for MVP.
And then Chargers got an F on Thursday. Raiders got an A+ for their 63-point performance.
That game was hilarious. We watched the end of that game with my mom, and she was like, pretty much, are they supposed to get beat that bad?
I was surprised.
It was brutal, man.
I didn't even watch the game Thursday. I checked the halftime score, and I said 42-0. I said, Lord. I said, somebody getting fired tonight. If he don't get fired tonight, shit.
And the Lions had their future QB on the bench, allegedly. You liking Hooker?
Hooker, okay.
There's something about that Goff, man. Stop playing. Shout out to Jared Goff, man. Keep pushing for that starting spot, man, until they take you out of that.
Jacobs,
you think Josh Jacobs will be there next year? No.
Did they give him his money? No, that was Jonathan that got his money, wasn't it?
No, he got paid. I think Jacobs got paid. I think he got the 1 year too.
I thought he got tagged.
I think he got tagged.
Okay. So yeah, it's funny. This is a funny situation because you may think there's a market for him, but is there really a market for him? And why not stay in Raiderland? I mean, I feel like he's a piece there. You know what I'm saying?
Because he's been putting that team on his back since he's gotten there. He's been very productive for the most part. But for whatever reasons, got to know we're not in the locker room, so we can't speculate what's going on. But for whatever reason, they play hardball with him.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of girlfriends that he just like to mess with. Other than that, you know what I'm saying? He just chill. He's the Tim Brown of this era for them. They're gonna keep him. He's gonna be a lifer. I hope so. But the running back position, you can never say that, because his ass could be the first thing moving as soon as the offseason start. I can get Josh Jacobs level of production in the third day of the draft.
It's true, actually.
It is true, definitely, man. But I just saying, man, like who? I think the Raiders will end up fucking probably tagging his ass again.
Maybe he wants out of the circus that's going on there, and it's been a circus since the whole thing with what's my guy that Chucky left.
NFL grade lines, man. Hey, we are hitting the end of the night tonight. We have a update. STWF update up in Philly, where the Eagles, where Jalen Hurts scores again in the 17-10 Philadelphia 1-yard rush. Second touchdown tonight for Mr. Jalen mother effing Hurts. So, fellas, man, I know it's Monday, and I know our teams absolutely suck this week.
My team suck every week.
And the rankings are gonna change, man, and that's what we have here today. Oh, matter of fact, is it possible if we can get an update on the pick'ems for the week before we go on the rankings?
Absolutely, I got you covered, brother. That's what I was
I
doing.
want first this week, but it's okay.
So as of right now, sitting alone in first place. No, I'm gonna go back. Yeah, okay. Sitting alone is in first place. He went 11-4 this week.
Jake's ass.
Chili Will.
I had a pretty good week.
Fucking hold on. Hold on. Y'all gave him a fucking Christmas gift. Happy birthday, Will. Happy birthday. Happy early birthday, boy.
I had a good week. I won, out the gate, I won everything, and then I lost a couple after that. But
right after Tennessee,
yeah,
you won like your first 6 games.
Yeah.
Then Tennessee folded on you,
bitches.
You the only one that took Tampa Bay too.
Baker.
And we got a 3-way tie for second place this week. With the 3 of us, we're all at 10-5.
Damn, so like I have a great fucking week and I only make up a game on you assholes. That's crazy.
Life hurts.
Real.
But you're only 5 games behind Jake right now.
For third. Who cares?
We're gonna buy the last place winner a trophy with the shitter on it.
Yeah, for real.
Flu game. That's what I said earlier, James. I said Jalen Hurts gonna have the Mike Jordan flu game. It's gonna be called the JH flu game, man. So yes, man. Last but not least,
this is some.
Fellas, we don't have a segment for rankings this week, but hey, we do have a segment for rankings this week. As we're gonna crack the top 5 this week of the rankings, man. We're gonna give you a top 5 issue of what we have here. I believe this is recent. Hold on, let me see. What date is this? No, it's not. Sorry about that. Here you go. Here we mother effing go. We're going to go with a top 5 here before we breeze for the night, man. Appreciate everybody tuning in, man. Like, share, and subscribe. Again, STWF TV. Anybody shout on Facebook, shout out to them, man. Shout out to everybody, man. We're going to give another shout out tonight, but I got to give a shout out anyhow multiple times because y'all outstanding, man. Y'all keep us going, for real.
Shout out to my team, man. Y'all are killing it as usual. Appreciate it.
Real talk. So, number 5 team of the week.
Yep.
Is the Detroit Lions.
Sneaking back up to the top 5. I love it. The Lions are second
picking up steam, man. Great win against the Broncos team that's trying to stretch their way into the playoffs. So, it's a respectable game to come out and perform for this week, man. With
also I think they have 21 days to clear Charlie Garner-Johnson back for play. He's on his way back. Yeah.
Also, the 21 window, so they're gonna clear him ASAP.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's getting cleared ASAP. For real.
If he's not back this week, he'll definitely be back next week.
That's not good
for the NFC. I know.
He play us next week.
Ooh,
we got 2 weeks from today.
He'll be there for that game.
Yep, we got him here, man. We got number 4 on the list. That. My Dallas Cowboys, man, you know what I'm saying? Dropped down a little bit.
How?
It's cool, man. Number 14, the Cowboys. And I'm sorry, I'm reading this off. I'm reading this off.
Y'all off the field, man. You shouldn't be top 5. That's crazy.
Riding number 3, the number 3 team, the Philadelphia Eagles at 10-3. Philadelphia Eagles at 10-3. The number 2 team in the world, the Baltimore Ravens at 10-3. And the number 1 team of the week in the NFL,
go digging.
It's the San Francisco Warriors. Nah, the San Francisco 49ers.
Rolex wearing. Chain
wearing. I got earrings, guys. I got earrings.
Kids stealing. I can't believe he really said kids stealing, bro. Like we can never let people forget that.
You heard what he said at a recent AEW event? He said, I don't care if you're 18 or you 50. Bring your ass here. Yo, Rick's crazy, bro.
Don't be the dirty old man.
Don't do that, guys. Don't do that. It's all 50 game, man. Fellas, man.
His body count's ruthless. He's done Wilt Chamberlain numbers. He had to have.
He definitely had to do Wilt Chamberlain numbers.
He had a longer run. He was around longer.
He definitely had a better. Oh yeah. I think T probably man, T ain't gonna be a third soon in first or second, man. But you know, T was on the climax of being Wilt Chamberlain. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy.
Fellas, man. Appreciate you guys, man. Hey, first off, man. Before we go on, man, we've seen a lot of, as Coach said, we've seen a lot of, track stars today coming in. Shout out to Anthony Price, man. You a real one. You know what I'm saying? Because win, lose, or draw, and your team probably lost some shitty games, won a few ones. You're always here, man. Show love and support, man.
Appreciate the support.
Definitely the MVP tonight. I'm gonna give it to Ant.
Absolutely.
Shout out to my man James. Shout out to my man Lewis. Shout out to my man Kawan. Shout out to bro. Shout out to coaches, bro. You know what I'm saying? Coming in, doing some things, man, and talking and giving you a joke of the day. We always know it's you now. We're catching you now. But still,
can't hide no more, bro.
So, in all, man, thank the team. You know what I'm saying? Can't go down without the team being here. If it was a bunch of empty offices here, if it was 3 empty offices, who would y'all talk to? You know what I'm saying? So, that's my night. Chatter, and that's my good nights, and that's my shout outs, man. And I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow for the
chop up.
Hey, appreciate you fellas, man. As always, appreciate everybody that tapped in with us tonight. Y'all, man, y'all have no idea how to support. It actually drives us, man. And we definitely appreciate the love y'all share with us. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe, all of that.
All that good shit.
Do it all.
Who taking us on out, man?
Man, I don't even feel like giving y'all the Sammy Sosa tonight, man, because y'all disrespected my Cowboys, man. But I can't change, baby. Sammy Sosa!